Okay, so yesterday we created our web page starting by building up the table according to the specification in the exam question, right? So, and you noticed that, and I think they started from 2020, 2021 to ask you building a table using percentages, not pixels. Okay, and this implies some challenge, but I think you can manage this issue. Okay, if you practice well. So let's today continue what we have started yesterday. I will open the file just to remind you where did we stop. This is summer 32, 2021. We created this file, right? And we created this web page yesterday, ump.html. Oh, actually I'm presenting but using the recording software. So inshallah in the recording you will see that. Let me present from here. It took me 1 hour 15 minutes to finish the paper for the girls. Maybe for you less, I guess. Let's try to finish it in 1 hour. Okay. So here we have our folder of yesterday. We created UMP folder. We put our files. Yeah, you still remember yesterday we used Photoshop to crop the diver image. So we created a PNG file for the diver, and we created also HTML file. How to open it using Expression Web? Click right, Open Web, Expression Web 4. Okay. By the way, I already uploaded for you uh, to your Google Classroom the links of the Photoshop and the Expression Web, so you can download from there. And also, I uploaded for you two videos to explain to you how do you do this. Have you tried? They said the link or the to download the Photoshop. It says there's a virus in it, and only the owner can download. I don't think there is a virus. For me, I did it normally. I just ignored this. Anyway, if you are still suspected, just try do the web expression first, the expression web first, and then we can see what. Let's see the other students, the feedback from the other students about the same matter raised by Eric. Okay, start installing the uh, what is it? The expression web 4. Maybe for the crop, if Photoshop is not working in your computer, or if you are afraid of viruses. For me, I did it normally. It's perfect. It's okay. Just use Microsoft Paint. I think there is a way. Again, Basil. It showed me the same thing as same message. Same message. Same message. Okay. So it's up to you to decide. Either to choose Photoshop, you can download it. This is the link, or you can find it maybe from any online source. The portable one. Try to find another one, and or you can use Microsoft Paint. Okay, to crop. Can we proceed now? Yes. So, teacher, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to turn on my camera, but I think it's broken. It's Chinese. Yeah, it's so. This is the reason why it's broken. Chinese. I mean, low quality, yeah. Are you racist? No, not always. It's not racism. It's a fact. Chinese products that are exported to US are the best. You know this. So it's not always the same. The Chinese are smart enough to give each community the things that they want. If they need cheap items, they give them cheap. If they want high quality items, they can do that. They are experts in everything. Okay, so do not underestimate them. Go and find a solution for your camera, because I will consider this approved for today only. Okay. Guys, so it does not open. Again, no problem. How can we open the file from here, right? File, open. Uh, You should know where did you save your file. For me, I know. I saved it in my desktop under past papers 32 boys ump and then ump.htm. Okay, so it opens up like this. So yesterday we created this table. Okay, I will open the question paper again because it is destroyed now. From where? From here. So yesterday we built up the table. What do you think, guys? I think it's a good idea to type A, B, C, D, the letters inside the cells, but temporarily. Okay. Why? Because when I want to add the images later on, I want to know to which cell. So if I have the letter there, I can easily find it. Okay. Do you agree? So I will add the letters, but not permanently. I just add them temporarily for this purpose. So let me add the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So I come to the browser here and I add A, E, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So you see here, I can see them clearly in my code, A, B, C, D. So anytime I want to refer to them in the code, I can see the letter. So I just highlight it and select it. Okay. Uh, Next. Okay, remember this one here. Table borders must not appear on the final page. I don't want to show these borders. So you need to remember this. Maybe when we finish, I need you to remind me. No borders. No borders. Okay. Let's move to step number 3. Okay, we have cells A, B, C, D, and then GH. We have 6 images. Banner in A, UMP in B, UMP2 in C, diver in D, UMP3 in G, UMP4 in H. So it's just a matter of inserting images to these cells. Okay, so let me first see now. Can I find A? Yes, I select A like this, or I can select it here in the design. Okay, and then from insert picture, from file, you need to go to the correct file. This is the girls file, so I go to the boys file, ump. The first one is banner, right? So select this and click insert. What should I type for alternate text here? Just to remember. Yes, the error message. In case your image is not there, maybe someone deleted it, maybe there is some wrong letters in the name or any kind of problem, this message will be shown. What shall I put? For me, I prefer not to put too long messages. Just put the name of the picture. Okay, it's enough to indicate that it's not found. So if it's not found, this name will be shown. Okay, so this is the purpose of alternate text. So what shall I put here? Maybe I can put the word banner. Okay, and then okay. See, the image has been added. Where is the code? The code is here. Can you tell me what is the tag? The tag is image, img, right? What are the attributes?
height 500.
Yeah, height. The attributes are alt. This is the error message. Height. Source. This is the file name. Width. This is the width. Okay. For me, it's too big, right here. The image. Can I
Yeah.
view it in the browser instead of, because here it's difficult to show it. Can I view it in the browser? Yes, there is a way to view in the browser. From here, you can see at the top, preview in Chrome, or you can select any other browser from here. So I will choose what? The first option, Chrome. It is still big, right? Big.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
It's new.
problem. Is there any instruction here about this? I think if I move to step number four, I will find the solution. Let's do step number four. Place inline style attributes into HTML so that each image of these six images, each image of them fits the width. This is number one, fits the width of the table cell. That means if the table cell is 10 centimeters, the image should be 10 centimeters. If it is 10 kilometers, the image should be 10 kilometers. Can you imagine that? The width. Okay. With its aspect ratio maintained. So two things. Number one, fits the width. Number two, its aspect ratio maintained. Who can explain to me the second one?
Can I?
Yes.
Aspect ratio is basically like the ratio of the height to the width. So maintaining the aspect ratio means when you decrease either the height or the width, the other one will decrease. So let's say it's a 1:2 ratio, and you decrease one, then the other one will also decrease
Yeah,
by
that's
that
correct.
ratio. So
Yeah. So any change in the width will imply a change in the height, right? So what do we do if we
yes,
want to maintain? We ignore the height, right? Just ignore it because it will be changed
yeah,
automatically, right? If you want to maintain the aspect ratio means ignore height because you just need to maintain what? The width. It should fit the width of the table cell. So we ignore the height, remove any height. So if both of them, the height and the width are mentioned, it means what? Where are you guys? You are here or here? Here. It means if both of them are mentioned in the question, for example, height should be this number, width should be this number. In this case, the aspect ratio is not maintained because we have both the height and the width together mentioned in the question. But if one of them is mentioned and the other one is not mentioned, that means the aspect ratio must be maintained. So you need to delete the one that is not mentioned. Okay? Is this clear for you? Please remember, if it is maintained, remove the extra one. Yes, Zaid.
I'm not sure. I wanted to unmute my mic, but
Okay.
because I raised my hand when I pressed space.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So what shall I do here for this? I will, number one, remove the height. Delete height. Number two, the width is 1600 pixels. It should be what?
100%.
100%. Perfect. Thank you. It should be 100% because it said fits. Fits means 100%. Same, same. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
So
try
teacher,
to, yes.
why did we ignore height?
We ignore height because in the question it said maintain aspect ratio, means that the height should follow the width automatically. Okay? So if you put a number for the height, what does it mean? You are not maintaining the aspect ratio. You are telling exactly what is the height and telling exactly what is the width. So this is not a proportion between the width and the height. You are not maintaining the proportion between the width and height. Okay?
So we always ignore the height when it
No,
says expectation.
ignore it if it says in the question maintain aspect ratio.
Okay.
Okay? I ignored it for this reason. In the question it says fits the width, not fits the width and the height. If it says fits the width and the height, so you need to put 100% for the width, 100% for the height. Okay? If it said only fits the width, that means ignore the height. And because the aspect ratio is maintained. Okay? And vice versa. Let's save the document. Oh, we need to show it in the browser. What do I do? Refresh, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? What will happen?
The width of the
Yeah.
but the height will remain.
So it
Will
is
also decrease as well.
it is the same width as cell A. You know, cell A is 90% of the screen. This one is 90%, right? So, and this image should be 100% of this 90%. That means it fully occupies the cell. The table is 90%, right? Means until here. And the
Yeah.
photo is 100% of the cell. That means it fully occupies the cell. I think the rest are the same, easy, right? So maybe I can do it quickly. I need not to explain about the rest five images because I will repeat the same thing that I did for banner. So B UMB1, C UMP2. So where is B? It's here. Select the letter B like this. Insert picture from file UMP1. Okay. I will call it also UMP1. What shall I change here? The height must be deleted and uh, remove 4000, replace it by 100. Do not forget to put the percent, okay? Percent. Let's refresh. You see, the image has been added successfully. Okay, do the same thing for C. Go to insert, picture from file, UMP2, insert, name it UMP2. Again, remove the height, change this one to 100%. Refresh. Why do I need to do refresh after each step? What do you think, guys? Is it necessary?
You could do all the steps and then you could refresh.
Yeah.
But if you want to check if your
Yeah.
instructions are
You
working, you should refresh.
you expressed what's in my mind perfectly. So I prefer to do it step by step because sometimes if you have a mistake, you can figure it out immediately. Okay, if you refresh maybe at the end, sometimes you will not be able to figure out what is the problem. Okay, so it's up to you anyway. We did now A, B, C, right? Now it's D. D is what? D is diver.
Right.
The one that we did yesterday in step one in Photoshop, right? Because we have
Yeah.
two, the original one and the one that we did using Photoshop. So I will use the one that we use during Photoshop. So select D, insert picture from file. Which one? This or this? This, the PNG file, the long one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Insert driver. Okay. Remove the height. Change the width to 100%. Control S. By the way, you cannot refresh unless you press Control S to save. Okay. Control S. Then go to your web page and refresh. Now it works fine. This is the diver image. Okay. So now 1, 2, 3, 4 images. We still have UMP3 and UMP4 in G and H. So skip EF, go to GH. G, insert, picture from file, UMP3, UMP3, remove the height, and the width is 100%. Similarly, do it for H. Select H, insert picture from file, UMP4, UMP4, remove height, change width 100%, Control S to save. Go back to the browser, refresh. The two images have been added successfully. How do you like that?
Good.
Okay, so remember the most important thing about the image that you need to add the alt. The alt you put the error message, or at least put something to indicate what is this picture. It is UMP1, it is UMP2, or what is it? Okay. And the second thing
Yes.
is maintaining aspect ratio. Is it mentioned in the question to maintain the aspect ratio or not to maintain? If it does not mention anything about aspect ratio, means that it is not maintained. It is by default, it's not maintained. So you need to provide the width and the height at the same time. You need to mention them explicitly. But if it says maintain aspect ratio, meaning that only one of them should be there, either the width or the height. In the question, it said the width, so I removed the height. Okay. Next. So actually, I did step 3 finished, step 4 finished. Now step number 5. What should I do? Just put text under each photo, right? We have four UMPs, UMP1, UMP2, UMP3, UMP4. So you need to put these four names for these photos in cells E, F, I, J. And then you need to style this text as H1. So two things, add the text, make it H1. So cell E, I'm going to put the word sponge in cell E. What is cell E? So see how how it is useful to put the letters, so I can easily find the place, right? But remember, I will select the letter E and replace it by the word sponge. Is it H1? No. How do I make it H1? Select it like this from here. Oh, it does not work from here, right? Okay, Control S. It's here. Oh yeah, it works now. Okay, select the word sponge. Press Control S. Okay, then sponge. Then from the list of styling, you have all the necessary styles that you need. H1, H2, paragraph, and so on. Which one do I choose?
H1. H1.
H1. So it will become H1 sponge slash H1. And it becomes bigger, right? Let's
Yeah.
do F. F should be what? Only
Yeah.
brand.
Right.
Okay. So what is it called? F. Select F. Paste. It does not work, right? Because you need to click Control S. Now it works. So open it and then choose H1. And then I, right? Control S, I, Control V, Control S to save. Open the list, choose H1. The last one, J, select J. Actually, you are not able to copy paste. You need to type manually. Okay, so select, for select Control S, and then choose from the list H1. So you see here I added the first word H1, the second word H1, the third word H1, and the fourth word H1. Control S, go back to the browser and refresh. If I refresh, you will see EFIJ will be replaced by H1 text. Okay, guys? Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So next,
Yes.
so I need you, in the exam you are allowed to use a pencil. So do like this, check, done. Number 6, you have a text file. You need to put the content of text file in cell number K. And you need to display it as 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. And you need to add one more paragraph. For this extra paragraph, you need to type web page last edited by your name, center number, and candidate number. And finally, you need to make all of the text in this cell H2. Okay, let's first open the txt file. Boys UMP. This is the txt file. Open it. Control A to select everything. Click right, copy, close this. Go to cell K. Cell K is here. Select the letter K, then paste. I want to make 3 paragraphs, so let me remember. The first paragraph starts with the word the and ends with the word oceans, right? So I can start from the word the, control shift until I'm pressing control shift with the arrow to the right until I see the word ocean. Yeah, here, right? Until the end of the line. So you will just need to save and then choose from the list what paragraph. So this is the first paragraph. The second paragraph starts from the word macro, ends with the word another. I think it's the second line, right? If I go home to the beginning of the line, it starts from here. Can I go to the end of the line? Yes. Just shift Fn with end. I think the skills of selecting text, you should know how to quickly select the text. Okay, and then Control S. From here you choose paragraph. This is the second paragraph. The third paragraph starts with the word all, ends with the word the Philippines. Okay, so where is it? It starts from here. Go to the end of the word Philippines and Control S and then choose paragraph. So if you look here, you see 1 paragraph, 2, 3. Okay, we want to add extra paragraph. You just need to click at the end of the last paragraph here and hit enter. It will add paragraph number 4. So 1, 2, 3, paragraph number 4. What should we add to paragraph number 4? Web page last edited by, then your name, center number, candidate number. So web page last edited by my name, center number, candidate number. You need to select all and make it H2. So select the content of cell K, all of it until the end, like this. Make sure that you select everything. Control S and choose H2, this one. Okay, you will see the effect in your web browser. What is it? Yeah. See, I have finished my web page. I think the HTML now is ready. So you see here simple things we need to do. So just adding pictures, adding text, but you need to do each step with utmost care. Do not try to be innovative. Just stick to the instruction. Okay. Let's come now to yes, to the most important and most interesting thing about web design, which is the CSS file. CSS file, we did already create the HTML file, which is the content layer, right? And now we have the CSS file, which is the presentation layer. As I told you yesterday, the CSS file is used to style the HTML file. I have here my web page. I have some styles. For example, H1 is a style, right? H2 is a style. The color is black and so on. But it's not a professional styling mechanism to use the HTML. So this is why it's a good idea to have it to have your web page styled using CSS. What are the scenarios? Scenario number one, they may give you the CSS file ready. They give you a ready CSS file. Just like our case for today, you are provided with a CSS file. Okay, so this is the first scenario. And what do they ask you? They just ask you to link it to HTML. Why do we need to link the CSS to the HTML?
Also, so that the CSS can apply to the text.
Yeah, so the styles can be applied. So we see the reflection of the CSS on the HTML. If you do not link them, if you do not attach them, if you just use them, put them inside your folder, they will not work. Okay, just like if you have a light bulb, will it be lighting if you do not connect it to the power socket? No,
No.
same thing. If you want your HTML to work, you need to connect it to the CSS file. Remember this. So what we are going to do here in this step, we are just linking the existing CSS file that was created by Cambridge to our HTML and see the effect. This is one scenario. The other scenario, they give you CSS but not functioning one. CSS full of mistakes, full of problems. And they ask you to fix the issues. And then after you fix the problems, you attach. Which one is harder?
Fixing.
Because they will not be able to spot where is the mistake. Anyway, this for this paper, they give you error-free file. It's free of errors, so you can just link it. But it's not complete. It's not complete. That means they will ask you to add extra code to it. So scenario one, they give you the file but not complete. Scenario number two, they give you file full of mistakes. Scenario number three, they do not give you a file at all. They ask you to build it from scratch, from zero to hero.
Scratch will have more, that will have a grade behind it, correct?
Yeah, actually, the number of marks for each scenario is different from past paper to another. So the number of marks for the website authoring can range from sometimes 25 marks to 45 marks. It's not the same every year. Okay. Sometimes they put more weight for the data analysis Excel and less weight for website authoring. Sometimes they give the website authoring extra credit and data analysis less. It depends. Anyway, try to practice many past paper to see all of these scenarios. Today we have our CSS file ready. We just need to attach it. Okay. How to attach or link. Okay, so the question when it asks you attach means link. Put a link between CSS and HTML. It's very easy to add a link. Just click inside the code from format. Okay, you can go to styles. Which command?
This is style. Or properties.
Attach. This one. Or you can use it from here. It's also here. It's up to you. Either format, CSS, then attach, or from here, attach. Okay. So I will click format, CSS style, then attach. When it will show this dialog box to browse and find where is your CSS file. Boys, UMP, it is this one. Okay. Just open it. Okay. Where is the CSS file? If you go up to the head section, the link of that connects your HTML with the CSS file is there. Line number what? It's in the head section. Which line?
4 to 8.
It's one line.
7. It's
7, yes, correct. So 7 is the one that links our HTML page to our CSS file. If this line is there, that means you have successfully connected to the CSS file, okay?
Yeah.
But in order to see the effect, you must save your changes. Don't forget this step. Control S. Then go back to your web page, refresh it to see the effect. Do you see any change?
Oh, yeah. Borders. Borders.
Yeah, borders have been added, right?
Yeah.
Borders
You
have been
know.
added. So what can we do to these borders? We must remove them, right? Because it's mentioned. Do you still remember?
Yeah. There's no borders.
Anyway, it's not a mistake. It's not a CSS mistake. It's something conflict with the instruction in the exam. This is why they do not ask you to spot mistakes. But you need to remember that it conflicts with the instruction of the exam, so you need to remove it. Okay, we will do that later on. So we did step of attaching. How many marks for this step? It's only 1 mark. Do you think should be more or less? No more, no less, because it's easy step, just connecting, right? Just if you want to charge, if you want to charge your laptop, what do? Take the charger, push it to the socket. Do you need your parents to give you 1 ringgit every time you do this?
No. Yes, please.
So it's easy, right? But what I need you to know, where is the if because sometimes when you print your HTML code, they may ask you to take the highlighter and tell them where is the line that contains the attaching step. You should be able to know where is it. And I'm now showing you where is it, line number 7. So when you print it in the using the printer, take the highlighter and highlight this line. If you are asked to do so, it is sometimes they ask you to highlight some lines in the code. Can you highlight using the colors in Microsoft Word? No, because
Yeah.
I do not need you to do this if they are asking you to highlight, because it will be printed not in colors. So use your coloring highlighters. Okay, move on. Yeah, it's time now to open and edit the CSS file. Okay, this is what I told you. They give you a CSS file, but they want you to open it and edit it. Edit it means what? Either delete some existing items from it, or add some new items to it, or update the existing items, change something inside it. Can we open it from here? Can we open it from this line? Yeah, it's a link, right? How do we open this link? Control and click, right? Just
Yeah.
control. The pointer will be converted to a hand like this, then open. It will open for you a CSV file. So this is your HTML, this is your CSS. What do you see? You see we have only two things, two items that are styled, the table item and the TD item. You know the difference between these two?
The border.
Yeah, for example, border is mentioned twice. It is mentioned one for the table and one for the TD. What's the difference?
There's. It is line break.
Borders in the table will change only the external border of the table. But border in the TD means cell, okay, table data. So when you change the table data border, it changes the internal borders, okay, the ones inside the table, okay.
Yes.
Can we add extra elements to be styled? Yes. What extra things can we style beside the table and the TD? We can style the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. We can style the body itself, the body of the web page. We can style the ordering. You still remember OL and UL? Last year we talked about it. Ordered list and ordered list. OL, UL. If you want to style them in the CSS, you can do that. We can style also the paragraph using what element? Using p element. Okay. We can style images using img element. We can style hyperlinks using a element. We can many things, but I will not talk about all of these many things. We will just only focus on the things that are uh, the focus of IGCSE exam. Okay, so let's start first with the first thing here. What do I need to do in order to style? I need to know three pieces of information. Number one, I need to know what is the selector. Number two, I need to know what is the attributes of this selector. Sometimes attribute or attributes. It can be one attribute, it can be more, but at least one attribute. Number three, for each one of these attributes, you need to determine the value. You need to determine the value. For example, let's say I want to uh, Abdullah Hawash. This is Abdullah
Yes.
Hawash. Okay. I want to style. I want to style his hair. So the selector will be hair. Okay. The attribute of the hair, color. I want to style the color of his hair. The value of this one, I want to choose brown. Okay. So you need to determine the thing that you want to style, which attribute, because sometimes you want to style the length, not the color. So you need to cut it, right? Okay, make it
Yes.
shorter. Okay. Then the value, the color value, it can be any color, right? So which color do you want to choose? Let's say brown. Now, can you tell me what are the selectors in this file? What are the attributes? What are the values?
The ones in the red are the attributes, and the values are the ones in the blue.
The brown
Like,
are
for
the
example,
selectors. Table and TD,
yeah,
brown selectors. Red,
red is the attributes, and
blue,
blue is the values.
values. Yes. So if you want to change any value, you can do it here from the code. But if you are not sure what to do, you need to use the GUI. GUI means the dialog box. I will show you how to do that. Let's start with the first one. The first thing here. Center align all tables within the browser window. Can you tell me what is the selector here? What is the attribute? What is the value?
Selector is the table.
Selector is the table.
Yes.
صح.
The attribute is the alignment.
Attribute, uh,
Alignment and then
alignment, but
value
actually it's here something else. Okay, alignment. Okay, value,
center.
center. But actually I'm going to use different one because it's table, it's not text. I will use different attribute. It's called margin. You know the margin of the page? Margin, M-A, let me type it again. Margin.
We heard of it before, but we forgot.
Okay. Margin of the table is this one. This one here is the right margin. This one here is the left margin. Sometimes we have top margin and bottom margin. Okay, the empty space at the right is called the right margin. The empty space to the left is the left margin. The empty space to the top is the top margin, and so on. Okay. So what do I do to ensure that the table is in the center? Now it is left, right, or left or right? The table. It is
It's
left.
the left of the web page.
It's left. Why? Because the
Right
margin,
margin.
the margin, the right margin is auto. There is a margin here in the right, so it goes to the left. If the left margin is auto, it goes to the right. If it is automatic left margin, it goes to the right. If it is automatic right margin, it goes to the left. If both of them are auto, that means it will not go to the right, not to the left, not to the right. It will stay in the center. So what should we change in order to make our tables in the center? The best way that works for all browsers is this. The selector is table, the attribute is margin left and margin right. The value is auto for both of them. Not left, not right. Auto means what? Not left, not right. So let's try to do it. Is the table selector here? Yes.
Yeah.
So no need to create a new one. Just modify the existing one. How? You go to Manage Styles, click right on the selector, and choose Modify. Modify means what? Edit. Okay?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's slow. It will open for you this Modify dialog box. Uh, if you do not have this one here, if it's not shown, let's say it's closed, how do you show it? From panels, where is it? This one, manage styles. Okay, if it's not shown, go to panels and click manage styles. Okay, so again, I will click right on table and then modify style, and then try to find the attribute of margin. Normally they give you categories, and inside each category there are some attributes. Is margin here? No. Is it here? I know, by the way, I know where is it, but because it's the first time for you, you need to explore. You need to explore the categories to find the margin. Okay, for me, I know that it's under box. So if you click box, you see margin. And margin, we have top right, bottom left. So do you want to use same margin for all or different? Different. So I will uncheck, so I can only use the right and the left. Because to make the table center, you just need the right and the left. Okay? What are the options?
Auto.
Either you choose a value or auto, make it auto, and the left also make it auto. So the table is the selector, margin left, margin rights are the attributes. The value is auto for each one of them. Click apply. Okay. What you see here, two new lines have been added to the table style. Margin right, margin left, auto, auto. Control S to save. Go to your file. If I refresh, what will happen?
It's a line in the center.
Yeah, is it centered now?
Yes.
Centered. Yeah, okay. Now go to uh, the second style. Yalla, can anyone help me with the second style? What is the selector? Are are the attribute or attributes? What is the value? Yes. Yes, I'm listening to you.
And the selector is the background.
Background. Background of what?
Of the body.
Of the body. So the body is the selector. Okay? Background of the body, like hair of Abdullah Hawash. So hair is the
Attribute.
color of hair. Color is the attribute, and hair is the selector. Similarly, background of the body, or the web page body, right? So selector is the body. How do I know that? From the word web page. I want to style the web page, so body. What is the attribute? Background color. Background color. Color. Okay, what is the value?
You do it in hex code, right?
Hexacode.
RGB. So 6F.
6F.
And EA. then
EA,
D6.
then D6. Thank you, Zaid. You started with 6FY.
Because it's red, green, blue.
Yeah, you must start with red first, then green second, then blue third. This is called RGB system, red, green, blue. Okay, so this is how you do it. Yalla, I will open my file. Is body here as a selector? No,
No, we have to add it.
we have to add it as new style. So I want it to be listed here. Okay, so this time I will not click write modify. No, I will create new style. Okay, and in the selector I will remove all of this text and type body. So I want to style the body. What attribute of the body do I want to change? The background color. Is it here? No. Under which section do you think?
Background.
Background. Is it here?
Yes.
The first one, right? The
Yeah.
first one. So please do not choose from these colors. Just type hash. Then do you still remember the number?
6F.
Hold on, let's see if he's remembering. 6F.
6F. EA. D6.
D6, right? Yes, that's correct. 6F, but do not forget the hash code, okay? This one, the hash symbol. Then apply. Okay. Do you see now we have a new style called body, and it's here added to the list of styles. So I have three styles: table, TD, and body, and you can see preview of the things here, the preview of the body. Yes,
Can you directly type in the CSS?
yes. If you are professional enough, you no need to do this. But I want you to be on the safe side. This is why I ask my students to use Expression Web. Actually, most of the editors they do not give you this flexibility with the Expression Web. Expression Web can help you in doing this using the mouse, and you can change if you want using the code. So you can mix between these two skills. Okay, changing the code manually and adding it using the mouse and the GUI. Uh, by the way, Web Expression is no longer supported by Microsoft. It's free. It's free for all people, so they do not support it. But for us, it's not important to be supported because we just need it for exam purposes. Okay, so it's fine. For me, it's fine. I don't want to pay. I don't need it for my business purposes. Okay. So we finished body. Can we check if the body color will be changed or no from here? The body color is white. If I refresh, it becomes the color that we. Hamza, you said, can we change from here? Yes. For example, do you know any color code?
0000.
00000. What is this one? Black, right? Can you see it? Black. Can we refresh now? Control S, refresh. It's black. What happened to the text? It disappeared because
Yeah, the font is black.
the text is also black.
Color. Yeah.
So I will revert back to my color like this. Okay. The next one, I think we still need 15 minutes. We have no. Okay, set the. Okay, you'll help me with this one. Can you read it and try to find what is the what are or what is the selectors, what are or what is the attribute and the values.
The selector is the text or the paragraph. Paragraph P1. No, not P1, just P.
This one we are here. They set.
Yeah. Oh, H1 and H2 are the
Yeah,
selectors.
H1 and H2. So
Yeah.
what is the selector? Selector is H1, H2. Means both of
Yeah.
them have the same things. Okay, so we put them together. Okay, H1 and H2.
Attribute
Attribute
is
or
font family.
attributes. What do we want to style about H1 or H2? What is the thing that we want to style?
Font family.
Yes, the font family. The font family, okay?
Yes.
Uh, What is the value of the font family?
Domino regular.
It can be three options. Either domino regular, if not available, domino, if not available, serif. So I have
Yeah.
three values actually, not one value. Okay, so value one, if not available, comma, value two, if not available, comma, value three. Get the idea?
Yes. Yeah.
For the first value, because it's two words, I need to put it between inverted commas. You know the double quotation. If it is more than one word, like Times New Roman, how many words?
Three.
Three. So you need to use the inverted commas. Okay. But if I say Arial, it's one word. No need for commas. No need for these double quotation. Okay. So I think we are ready now to style this one. I need. I will choose Aish. Can you instruct me what should I do? I will just follow your instructions. Are you ready? Huh? What should I do?
Uh, we write H1.
Where? What? How do I do that? Here. You mean
Yeah.
I type
Yeah.
H1? Do you want you to use typing code manually, or do you want to use many
Okay. Just go to this time.
new style from here?
And write H1.
Delete the selector and write H1, comma H2, right? Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the selector. What is the attribute?
And font. And
Is it here?
yes.
The first one, right?
Yes.
What should I type here?
And quotation mark.
Quotation mark.
Domino regular.
Domino space regular. Then close the quotation mark. Then comma. The second option.
Quotation mark. No, no, no. Just domino.
Just domino,
And
comma,
then serif.
apply. You see, a new style has been added. It's called H1, H2 with this attribute, with this thing. Then click OK. So you see how many styles do I have now? One, two, three, four. H1, H2 should be domino regular. If not found, actually, I do not have this domino regular in my browser, and I do not have domino, so it will use what? The serif, the normal serif font in my computer. Let's try it. I click Control C. You see, it's the normal serif font here in my computer. Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Why we don't want that to be a serif in quotation?
Why we use what? Say it again.
We don't want that they will serif into two
Because
dots.
this one domino is one word. Serif is one word. No need for the double quotations unless you have more than one word. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And next we have this step. Yalla, tell me what is the selector for this step?
H1.
H1. Attribute.
Text alignment.
Yeah, text align. Text align. It's there somewhere. But by the way, why it's good idea to use this expression web? Because if I now you know that you are going to style H1 and the attribute is the alignment. How are you going to spell alignment? Are you going to spell it ALIGN, align, or ALIGNMENT, alignment, or
Right.
text alignment, or text dash alignment? You do not know, right? So either you memorize it or you use expression web to help you figure it out. Which one is here? I think if you forgot in the exam, you can cheat from here. Okay. Okay. Let's say I know that it's aligned, but I don't know what is the exact spelling. So I will click create new style. In the selector, I will type H1. Is there here anything related to alignment? No. So maybe I need to change the category. I will choose block. Is there here anything related to alignment?
Yeah, text align.
So it's
Text
text dash align. I do not know if you will do it by your insult, but in the exam you can cheat from here, as I told you. Make it center or what? Center, right?
Yes.
Let me check again. Center, yeah. So this is the first one. Center. What about the second one? What is the attribute here?
24 point.
Font size, right? Font size should be
Yes.
24. Font size, is it here? Maybe here in under font size. Do not choose from the list, choose value. So you can type 24. Point or pixel in the question.
Point.
So change px to
PT.
pt. So now I have two lines: text align center, font size 24 points, then apply, then OK. So any H1, H2 together, they will use this font. But H1 alone will be center 24. Okay.
Yeah.
What about H2?
H2. It should be justified and 16 points font.
Do you think that I need to do it from here? Just new style, and can we copy paste and change?
Yes, we can.
Copy paste H1, H1.
Change it from H1 to
Change
H2.
Change to H2. Text. What is the exact spelling of the word? Can you spell it?
JUSTIFIED.
Just the FIED. Okay. And the font size. It says we do not know this word justified. In the exam, it's mentioned justified. Yes, right. Justified.
Yes.
But in CSS, there is no such word. This is
justified?
This is why for novice programs I prefer not to do it manually. Just do it from the okay.
Yes.
It maybe it's justify without okay without IED. It's Y only, right? It works now, right?
Yes.
You want to check that? You can click right, modify style, go to text align. Yeah, see, center, justify, no IED here. Left, right, inherit. Okay. So how many styles do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 styles. 6 styles. If I go to my style here, what are the things that will be changed if I refresh?
The font size and the
yeah, H1 will be center, 24, 24, 24, 24. And this paragraph is H2. It will be justified. Now it is left, right? Now it is to the left. It will be justified and it will be 16 points. So refresh. You see center, 24 and justified 16 points. What if I want to change this color to a different color of H2?
You mean the font color?
The font color. I go to H2. This time I click modify, not new style, right?
Yes.
Modify. And then from color, I just type the color that I want. For example, if you want it to be red, what is the code for red? FF0000, it's red. Then okay. It will add one extra line only, which is the attribute is color and the value is this. Control S. If you refresh this paragraph, this cell will be red. See? This is how you control your styles from the CSV file. And there are extra things that are not covered today, and you will not be able to cover them unless we practice extra past papers. For example, the links, hyperlinks. We did not add hyperlinks yet, right? Because they are not mentioned here in this paper, but they are mentioned in many past papers. Okay, so let's now do the final steps, which is, yes, I want to remove the external borders and the internal borders. What should I do? I
Border
just,
0px or
yeah,
just delete the code
yes, yes.
entirely?
Just
Yeah, we should
put,
delete border.
should put 0px here, put 0px here, Control S, go back to the, what is it? Oh my God. See, if I refresh, the borders will disappear, right? If you want to remove
Yeah.
only the external, put 0 here, put 1,
1.
let me put
Yeah.
5 so it's big, right? And,
Yeah.
and for this one, I can change to green, for example. Green is what? Hash 0 0 ff 0 0, right? So the internal will be 5 pixels green. Can we check? Okay,
That
all?
is very green, yes.
Yeah, the external is not shown. By the way, you can change from the TD. Let's say they want to change the external. Click right on the table, modify, and go there to the block, right? The border, sorry, the border. The border, you can from here choose what is the border width. It is thin, medium, thick, or you can put a value, let's say 20. It will be very thick, right? You can also choose solid or dotted or choose whatever you want. Let's say dashed. Dashed will be like this. You can choose also the color from here, any color. Let's say this one. So this is the preview. It will look like this. Then OK, Control S, it's fresh. Can you see the external and the internal, right?
Yes.
This is how you control them from the CSS file. By the way, I will go back to the normal, the 0. Okay, 0, 0. Now it's 0. 0 means nothing shown. What extra thing we need to do today? Yes, we still have the printouts only, plus the, okay, here, this step, they ask you to add your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment to your CSV file. Here, this one, add your name, center number, candidate number as what? A comment at the start of the CSS file. So you need extra line to put your name. Okay, go to the top, click enter to make a space for extra line. If you put like this is my name, comma, my963, comma, 0017. It will create my name and center number and candidate number as if they are selectors. Are these selectors? No. This is my name, center number. So it's comment. It's not a selector like table, TD, body, and so on, right? So how do I make it a comment? How do I inform the browser that this is not a selector? This is just a comment. I just want to put my name there. Okay. You need to put slash asterisk and you need to end with asterisk slash. This way you made a comment. This is a comment, not a selector. So if you are asked to put your name, center number, candidate number as a comment, don't forget to add slash asterisk, then your comment, then asterisk slash to close the comment. Okay, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, save the file. We did save it. Take a screenshot to show the file name and all the contents of your style sheet. So and put this in evidence number 2. So I need to open my evidence file. We did it yesterday, right? This is my evidence file. You still remember yesterday we did one evidence number 1. Actually, this is the product. We are now making the product. We are going to print and submit to the invigilator in the computer lab. So you need to be cautious and do it in the same way. Yesterday we did this evidence number 1. Today we have evidence number 2. Evidence number 2. What should we do for evidence number 2? We need to take a screenshot of what? Of the CSS file. Okay? Where is the CSS file? So please don't copy paste because it says screenshot. You must take it as a screenshot. If it said copy, you need to select all, then copy. Okay, I will not do that because they ask you to make a screenshot. So Control Windows S to take a screenshot. Okay. No, not Control. Windows Shift S, right? Then I need you to show the file name. So I will start my screenshot from this point. Okay, this part is enough. Release the mouse. Now it's copied. Go to your evidence document, hit enter here, and just click paste. It will move it to the next page. Maybe I need to move evidence number 2 to the next page. Just press Control Enter to move it to the next page. So this is my evidence number 2. Okay. Evidence number 3. This one is a little bit tricky. Display the web page in your browser. If necessary, resize it. And take it as a screenshot and put it in evidence number 3. But this time you need to make sure that the page can be seen fully and the text can be easily read and the address bar also is visible. Can we view it? This one. Can you see everything?
No.
No.
What should we do?
Zoom out.
Yeah, the normal solution is to zoom out. It works for most past papers except those one of 20 and 21. I'm sorry to say that because they have percentages inside. This why zoom in and zoom out will not work perfectly. We need to find another solution. But for most of the papers, it works. Okay, so just zoom out and take a screenshot. If it is like this one, let me zoom in and using the wheel of the mouse. I'm trying to zoom. This is zoom what? Zoom out. 33, it's the smallest one. Zoom in. 500 is the biggest one. Zoom out. This is the smallest one. I cannot, right? This is the smallest one that I can get.
Oh my god. Text is tiny.
Okay, I'm sorry to... Because of the percentages. I should... Okay, I will return it back to 100. And I should find another solution. I try to find online a solution for this problem.
Maybe teacher, you can try using this Google extension.
Yes.
It allows you to take like a screenshot while scrolling.
What is it?
I think Alec has it. Alec.
Is it this one? I did install an extension, Ahmed. Maybe this is it. This one? Which one? This one?
No, I know.
Anyway, there are many extensions. I will use this one. Okay, for me it's fine. It works fine. Okay, so open your web page. Make sure that it's not zoomed in or out. How? Make sure that it's 100% when you zoom in or out, and then from here, from the extension, it's called Go Full Page. Okay. It will try now to capture it fully. You see. And it show you the page like this.
Oh, the address bar.
Huh?
The address bar.
Oh yeah, this is one issue. That's correct. Okay, I will try to fix to find a solution for this. It does not take it for the yeah. Anyway, I will download it as PNG and I will name it, let's say, screenshot number 2 and put it in my desktop. Okay, you know the girls did not notify me about the address bar. Evidence number 3.
We're very different.
Okay, evidence number 3. Then click insert. Where did we save the picture? In the desktop, right? So desktop. This is 2. What I can do? I think maybe I can do this now. I want to take the address bar, right? So I can take a screenshot.
And then put it above the picture.
And then paste it above the picture. Yes, Windows Shift S. Yeah, do whatever is beneficial for your work. Okay, just this is the thing that I can do here. I will click enter after evidence 3 and then paste. Okay, I will try to make it bigger, like this, bigger from here, and I will try to delete the space after this. Click delete. Yes, okay, it's not that much perfect, but it's fine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. This is evidence number 3. Okay, the last evidence is the most important one, which is evidence number 4. Display HTML source code in your editor. This time copy. Do not take screenshot. What we do? Copy. You know, some of your friends, they just print the URL and they send it to Cambridge. This one. This is their HTML code because they see the .html. So they did everything fine, but when they take the code, they only copied this line. Can you imagine that? One line, they copy.
How many marks lost?
They copy and they paste it here. Evidence number 4. You think that?
Oh my god, they lost so many marks.
Yeah, they lose a lot of marks because of this. You should not do that. What is the code? When we say HTML code, we are referring to which one? This is CSS
The one
code.
in the expression.
And this
The
is
one on the
HTML code. The HTML code is this one. Click inside it. Control A to select everything. Click right. Copy. Come here to Microsoft Word under evidence 4. Click paste. This is all the HTML code. Okay. And now your evidence document is ready. You can print it and you can submit it to your invigilator. This way you will gain the mark, inshallah. Do you have any question?
It took us 1 hour 15 minutes less than the game session.
1 hour?
15
minutes. Same. Like the girl.
Sir, but our 15 minutes are less than seconds. But teacher, we notified you about the address bar, so we had higher quality at the same time.
MashaAllah. You have higher quality. You try to just put stars on your shoulder. Anyway, guys, I need you to practice. And remember that we covered some elements of the syllabus in these 2 days for the HTML CSS, but not all. Again, we will explore our syllabus component and check what elements did we finish, what elements do we need to still do. And we do, inshallah, extra papers next week. But you need to practice. I know that you have a lot to do with other subjects. You have weekly tests, you have many things. Manage your time effectively so you can catch up with all the things, okay? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you very much, teacher. Thank you, teacher. Bye.